What's up, peoples? TGI Friday. Y'all know what it is. Another week, man. We damn near in November, man. We damn near on Christmas, man. Damn, shit be flying. It's incredible how time flies, man. Word up, man. Already almost Christmas. We in November, man. Al York Sports Show still going. 7, 8 years. Constant elevation. You know, continuing to put out product for you guys at a high level, man. Benny Bellardo on the building, a.k.a. Sinbad, baby. I see you. I got your Jets, too, by the way, on Monday. I got the +3.5. I might cheese them up. If you listen to the free plays, I'm going to cheese up the New York Football Jets. And you see I'm repping y'all green, man. Not on purpose, though. That was a coincidence, man. Yeah, tell me how you hear me, Ben, since you like the only one tapped in so far. Am I clear? Talk to me, baby. Steve Levine in the building, baby. Philly's best. That's Philly's best right there. Guys, tell me if you can hear me clear, guys. Since we early in the show, I want to make sure I take care of all the audio out the gate, man. Okay, that's good to hear, man. Yeah, man, another Friday, another show, man. I'm ready to give it to y'all. We got MG Raider in the building, X-Man the Hater. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff for y'all, man. And we going to break down that whole Raider Nation, man. You know what I mean? You got Antonio Pierce, the new coach. I'm hearing Jim Harbaugh. You know, it's all kind of shit going on, man. But right now, it's the shout-out moment. So I'm waiting for y'all to tap in so I can shout you guys out. And we can start this magnificent show that we have. You know what I mean? Every Friday, man. 8 years plus. We just doing it. Yeah, man. Raider Nation's going nuts, man. They going crazy over there in Raider Nation. They got 3 coaches that are still getting paid and not coaching no more. You know what I mean? That's insane. And if I'm correct, it might be 2 GMs too on the payroll. So they got guys getting paid and not even no longer there, man. Yeah, let me let the peoples come in, then we're going to start the message of the day. We got my boy Cess in the building. I see you, Cess. You know what I'm saying? It's incredible, man. Yo, my man's telling me he can't see me. He just hit me up in the inbox. Everything's good, right, for my peoples, right? He's telling me he can't see me. Hey, yo, Mark, if you can hear me, it's on your side because my people see me perfect. Seth, get me those pics, too. Stop playing. You had me rocking before you, baby. You had it before me. You should have been rocked it. I told you what to do, baby. Yeah, let me just let some people, we're going to start the message of the day, then we're going to start the show. My man's telling me he can't see me. It has to be something on his side. Miss Dina, I see you, girl. Thank you for tapping in. Much love to you and the family. And like I was just saying, I can't believe it's November. 1 more month, we in Christmas month. This shit is incredible. Where the hell the time is going? Like, tell me, if y'all know where the time is going, let me know what the fuck it is, man. Yeah, okay, so now that we got a few people in the building, I can take all my Schwarzeneggers and then we can start the message of the day. And then start the show. I like to gather some peoples, have peoples in the building before I get off and running, guys. Put your seatbelts on. We're going to have a nice show for y'all like we do every week, man. This is the message of the day, man. I need y'all to lock in real quick, man. If something looks or sounds too good, it's usually not good. Let me give you an example. Like that Ponzi scheme with DJ Envy. You had cats pulling up 100 racks, and in 6 months, they was getting 30% back off that 100, which was 130. Yo, if it was that easy to get money, everybody would be getting money, man. So, like I said, guys, did he miss? Yes, he missed. I'm looking at the Syracuse game. If it looks and sounds too good, then it's no good. So if anybody come to y'all with like, hey, yo, I got some speakers, man. They cost $800, man. Just give me $200 for them. You know, I work for this company. Don't fuck with it. They almost got me about 6 months ago. I'm going to keep it all the way 100. Lucky I called my man. Because this guy had the uniform where he worked at and everything. The truck name. Like, this guy had everything locked. He had a $2,500 system. He was letting it go to me for $700. And I told him, why are you letting it go? This shit's a defect? He said, no, they gave us 5 and we ordered 4. So I took one out. And, you know, this is where I'm meeting up with you, and I'm trying to get rid of the extra one before they identify it. So his story was tight. But if it looks and sounds too good, it's usually not good. Let's start the show, baby. Don't say I don't be teaching y'all shit, man. R.I.P Sports, baby. The raw truth. Ooh, the building, baby. I see you, dog. Let's get it, baby. Another Friday, 8 years and counting, the R.I.P Sports Show, baby. This shit ain't never gonna stop. They're gonna have to body me to have me stop, or I'm gonna have to gonna have to body myself on some asthma shit. Cause I do got some bad asthma, but you know what? I'm a roll regardless, man. Salute to everybody, man. Let's eat, baby. Brian Breezy in the building. You better get back to the beginning, dog. If you want to catch up to what I put out a little earlier, you need to get back to the beginning when the show is over, man. Let's start the show, man. R.I.P Sports. Yeah, man. You know I gotta get the energy all the way up, man. If I don't, then I'm not doing what I need to do, man. Go to YouTube, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Y'all know what the fuck it is. Shout out to the East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, Las Vegas, New York City, LES to the death. You know I got to call that. Nueva York. Shout out to Sam the Man, M Studios, Price Tag Entertainment and Media. Let me say it right, and Media. Cycle Breakers, my little man John Figueroa. I keep saying my little man. He must be mad as fuck because he bigger than me now. But I remember him when he was a child, man. So he's always going to be my little man. Mac One Beats, man, that's my guy, man. Mac One always dropping some flavor. Now he's working on these shirts, crazy Murder One joints. All kind of murderers on this shit. Support Mac One. Open sessions and giveaways, like I always say, y'all. The more, the merrier. Okay, let's start the show, man. They're going to go to the Diamond. I'm going to start with sad news. Actually, I got back-to-back sad news. But let me start first with, the matter of fact, let me take it to the basketball court. We lost a legend coach who coached the Indiana Hoosiers for many years, Bobby Knight. A lot of people got mixed feelings with Bobby Knight. You know, he used to throw chairs and shit like that. A lot of parents didn't like that. A lot of people didn't like that. But I like how his brother players, from Isaiah Thomas and a couple of other brothers, spoke highly of Bobby Knight. There was rumors that Bobby Knight was racial. Isaiah Thomas and them deaded that. And I was glad to hear that, because for them to say that, and, you know, they brothers all the way, Isaiah's from Detroit, meant a lot for me being, you know, a sports guy, watching sports. So that cleared my mind ASAP. Once Isaiah said, no, this guy's the truth. He just expects a lot from everybody. And if you don't give him your best, Bobby Knight will shit on you. But his family confirmed on Wednesday night, you know, that he passed away. He's been fighting illness for the last year, 83 years old. Salute to the coach, Bobby Knight, Hall of Famer, great ambassador. You know, whether you liked him or not, you got to give him his props. Bobby Knight is a legend. Rest in peace, Bobby Knight. Let's go now to the Diamond. Big Frank Howard, a four-time All-Star who slugged 382 home runs during a lengthy Major League career, has a World Series title with the Dodgers, has died. He was born in 1963, 87 years old. No, he won a championship in 1963. Let me correct myself, because y'all going to add it up, and it ain't going to add up. He died at 87 years old. Salute the Big Frank Howard. Other news. Clippers. James Harden. I don't know. This is like Dumb and Dumber. You know, the Clipper, you know, got the, you know, the owner, richest guy in the game. You don't need to deal with this kind of headache, bro. I know you want a championship, bro. I know you want a championship. You know James Harden never won one. You know every time he goes somewhere, he always fucks shit up. Him, I can't really say Kyrie Irving as much because Kyrie got a chip with LeBron in Cleveland, but Kyrie's known to be cancer also. Durant is also known to be cancer, but he's got about 2-3 titles. So James Harden is like the only one without a title, and Clippers who are fiending for a title. You get this guy. This guy is not going to bring you to the chip. This guy's not going to make you win a chip. Don't get me wrong. Y'all going to be deeper because you got Westbrook, PG-13, Kawhi. I get it, man. You know what I mean? And you get Harden in and now you deeper, whatever. But this guy, as soon as something don't go right, you know how James Harden be. And I can say it on my show. Broussard said he's retarded on a live show on FS1, and he had to apologize because you can't use the word retarded on a major network. I'm going to say James Harden's retarded, bro. There's times he be wearing some outfits, I don't know what the fuck he be thinking. He got like that Kanye West shit in him. Whatever y'all see in Kanye West, James Harden got that same shit. And like I said, I don't appreciate this trade. I think it was a stupid move by the owner of the Clippers. I think his name is Bowman, if I'm correct. Stupid move, but got 2 first-round picks, the Sixers. Nicholas Batum, a lot of expiring contracts. Robert Covington, Marcus Morris, KJ Martin. I think the Sixers come out better, although they're not going to be what you call immediate winners out of this. But the picks they got, you know, the expiring contracts, they should be glad that James Harden is out of Philadelphia because he's cancer. Salute to my man AZ. Other news. The Washington Commanders traded defensive end Chase Young to the San Francisco 49ers for a 3rd-round pick. Chase Young out of Ohio State never lived up to his expectations. But everybody knows Chase Young, in the right situation, can be an animal. And for some reason, it just never panned out for him in Washington. I'm not going to blame the coaching staff, but partially him and partially the coaching staff. You know, they put him in a style that he's not accustomed to. He's used to, like, when he rushes for the quarterback, he likes to run wide, you know, stunt, and they kind of took that away from him, so he wasn't able to reach the potentials that we all know he could have reached. But now with Frisco, with Bosa, and all these, you know, linemen, Armstead, they can't double team Chase Young no more. So I'm thinking right now, Fred Warner the other day said, we got to fix this and fix this quick. They got 2 weeks off. I think bringing in Chase Young, changing the little strategies, I think Frisco's defense is going to be up and running again like they were when they were 5-0. Other news. The Commanders also sent off Martez Sweat. They gave him 2 guys that could rush the passer. You know, they're trying to get their picks up to the Chicago Bears for a 2024 2nd-round pick. So they got a 3rd-round pick, a 2nd-round pick. So obviously the Commanders are on rebuilding mode. But I don't get it. Like, you could have made a run for the wild card. You got enough players offensively, but you're shooting down your defense. So whatever they doing over there with Riverboat Ron, good luck to the Commanders because they just basically bought themselves out the playoffs with these trades. But hopefully in the future, it'll pan out for them. Other news. The Detroit Lions acquire wide receiver Donovan Peoples-Jones in exchange for a 2025 6th-round pick. The Lions are getting deeper. You got to understand, Marvin Jones retired, personal issues. They bring in Peoples-Jones. He's going to replace Marvin Jones. And now the Lions got their 3-deep, 4-deep receiving core with their 2 running backs with Montgomery and Gibbs. Now the Lions are ready to make that run that everybody's expecting them to make. And last but not least, before I get my man in, the Minnesota Vikings acquired QB Joshua Dobbs from the Arizona Cardinals for a 6th-round pick. Now, listen, man, I don't understand this. Like, don't get me wrong, Dobbs is playing over his head in Arizona, but it's easy to play over your head when the expectations ain't there. Nobody gave Arizona a shot once Kyler Murray and they traded D-Hop. Arizona was basically counted out. Taking none away from Dobbs, he's been playing decent. This ain't the quarterback you pick up if you Minnesota to replace Kirk Cousins. Oh, you didn't make no trades in the deadline because y'all were going to go for it with Kirk. Kirk got y'all back up to 4-4 after like y'all were like 1-3. And you get Joshua Dobbs? Are you fucking kidding me? There's a bunch of guys you could have got besides Joshua Dobbs. You could have went to the Cowboys and got Cooper Rush. If you going to fuck with Joshua Dobbs, you could have went to the Giants and got Tyrod Taylor. I don't understand. I thought the Vikings was trying to make the playoffs. Like I said, Dobbs playing a little over his head. If he could continue that with meaningful games in Minnesota now, where games are really meaningful, then maybe this will pay off. But I don't think Dobbs was the pickup they wanted to get. But, salute to Kirk Cousins having an MVP season. Then he blew his Achilles. And I got a lot of love for Kirk Cousins. He finally won a primetime game, played his ass off, won me some money. That's why I'm giving him love. But salute to Kirk Cousins. Jay Carter in the building. I see you, baby. Yeah, so where you at, M. Raider? Let's get it, baby. I just have to bust it out a little bit. I just have to hit y'all with some work, man. Yeah, my man Jay Carter, man. He used to play with my man George Ackles, man. Real talk. George Ackles, UNLV Rebels, and Jay Carter used to D up. I heard D him up real good. Let me get my boy in the building. See if I get my boy in here, and we gonna drinking and driving. If you want to drink, leave the driving part out of it. Mark Gilleby, what up?
What's up? Man, I had a hard time finding you, man.
Talk a little louder, baby. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me? Testing 1, 2, 3.
I have to plug it in. You've been good lately. I don't know what you're doing different.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I can hear you perfectly.
All right, hold on. Let me plug it up because I can't hear you. It's like
there we go.
You're doing that
better.
mouth shit, so I can't really understand it. Let me lift this up for the peoples. What's going on, baby? Before we start this marvelous show, talk to us. What's going on?
Oh man, everything's all good in the Big Easy. We're doing all right, nice and easy. A little chilly this week, but it's about to warm back up into the 80s.
I just stay eating that gumbo soup over there, don't you?
It's gumbo season now, man. Once it hits 65, it's time for some gumbo.
All right, baby, let's go right. Let's jump right into it. Big game yesterday in Heinz Field. Big game for if you're a Tennessee fan or you're a Pittsburgh fan, because these are the kind of games you got to win if you want to make the playoffs. Right. Pittsburgh won, so they moved on to 5-3. Titans lost. Titans are now 3-5, 20-16 in Heinz Field. It was an intriguing game. I really enjoyed it. It wasn't the most exciting game, Mark, but it kept me in my seat, which meant it was a good game. And of course, when you win a couple dollars, it makes the game a lot better. So talk to me about yesterday's game real quick, and then we'll nip on some points, and then we'll move on.
Well, I mean, everybody was so big on Will Levis after last week that it was kind of interesting to see him have a so-so game, probably below average. Maybe depending on him too much. They threw the ball 39 times, only rushed Derrick Henry 17 times for 75 yards at 4.5 per carry. So, I don't understand Tennessee. But, hey, look, man, what can you say about the coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers? No matter what that squad, no matter who he has on that squad, he coaches them up, and they win these kind of games. And these are the kind of games you win when you're the Steelers or any other team. These are playoff-making wins right here.
Why they couldn't win for me last week? I lost a lot of money with them last week.
Well,
fucking Jaguars. Anyway, let's move on. I don't want to, I don't want to backtrack, but they definitely came up short last week. But they came through yesterday.
Yep.
Now to touch on Will Levis, to his defense, dog, had a great game. Came in after Malik Willis on Sunday, threw for 4 touchdowns, 300+ yards, had a career day. Henry ran the rock well. Then you immediately got to play Thursday against a hungry Steeler team. I'm going to give Levis a lot of credit, bro. You're right about the numbers, 22 for 39, 262. And remember, that pick came on the last play of the game. So to me, I'm not even counting that. It wasn't actually during the game. It was basically just like a Hail Mary try to get a score. So I'm not going to knock him on that pick. I like his poise. He plays like he's been there. But what I noticed, either Pittsburgh's defensive line is that good or Tennessee's line is that bad, because they have pressure on that kid the whole game, Mark.
Well, what it is they got the last week when he threw for 4 touchdowns, they didn't have that tape on the sideline.
Right.
This week they went into the archives and got some of that Will Levis tape and looked at his tendencies, and they were able to Pittsburgh defense was able to pressure him where he's uncomfortable, and they made him uncomfortable a lot in that
The
game.
whole night.
Yeah,
I mean, he
exactly.
made some big throws, though.
So
You got to give him credit. He made a lot of big throws yesterday.
under a lot of pressure. And now
Yes.
I'll give him this. I agree with you on one point, and this is the only point that he does make a lot of good throws under pressure. So with some development, I think he might be a pretty good quarterback down the line, but not going to be in the top 10 or anything like that. He's just going to be an above average quarterback. I think that's his ceiling there.
I'm going to disagree on you. I'm going to put myself on the line. I watched him in Kentucky. I know it was a different game in the NFL. I think if Mark Vrabel brings him up right and don't have him throw the ball all them extra times, but you don't need to because you got the best running back in the game and Derrick Henry, and then they got a nice backup on top of that. This kid's got the size, the arm, and the poise. Now, what I don't like about him, he's constantly like jerking his right shoulder like he's pumping all the time. You can't do that. Because that little second like that, you letting defenders get that extra half a second to get at you. He's got to learn how to let the ball go a little earlier. That's what I've seen yesterday. Me being an aficionado of this game, that's what I've seen. And he also didn't have time. So if you getting no time and you doing this shit before you throw it, that's a bad combination. But that can be fixed. That can be fixed. And I think that they lucked out with this kid. I think they didn't get luck with Malik Willis. That didn't pan out. Tannehill did all he could do. He's only a mediocre quarterback, bro. He kept them mediocre.
You think Will Levis is anything different than Tannehill?
No, I think his window is going to be great. I'm looking at now. I'm not looking at now. See, I foresee now. I see if they keep working with this kid, just like when Herbert came out. Herbert was erratic when he first came out. Now, I'm not comparing him to Herbert. I'm just making an example. Herbert's out the window. Herbert's like a different animal. But I think Levis can be their quarterback for a lot of years if they bring him up correctly. I love his build. I just love his build. I think he's got a great build, and I love his poise. But let's move on because we can't attack this for too long. Let me give you some numbers. We already said Levis's number. You said Derrick Henry, 17 for 75. Kyle Phillips, 4 receptions, 68 yards. And D-Hop, 4 for 60. D-Hop played a decent game yesterday. Pickett, 19 for 30, 160. Didn't do much, but he game managed the game enough to get them a victory. Jay Warren, who's surprising, 11 rushes, 88 yards, was the key to this game. And Deontay Johnson, 7 catches, 90 yards, 1 touchdown as the Pittsburgh Steelers prevail 20-16 in Heinz Field. Now let's jump now. You want to go games of the week or you want to go Raiders?
Whichever way you want to go.
All right, let's go Raiders. Fuck that. They just fired coach and general manager Dave Ziegler and McDaniel.
Right.
We seen this coming. Me and you've been talking about this, but we had the impression that it wasn't going to happen because they already got 2 coaches that are getting checks and not even there. So a lot of people had to see what we were seeing. Like, I didn't think Davis wanted to pay another coach that's not going to be on the sideline.
Right.
Now, is this the right move at the right moment? I think it's the right move, but I don't think it's at the right moment. What's your take? You being a diehard Raider fan since day one, you and my man Royalty. I wish I could get Royalty on the show. Another diehard Raider fan. But now we talking to MG Raider. What's your take on this move right here, bro?
It had to be done. It might be a week too late. As we discussed last week, the not being able to score the ball in the red zone, that red zone efficiency was just absolutely terrible. And it was indicative of just terrible coaching, inability to coach and call the right plays at the right time when you're down in distances within the 20-yard line. That's where coaches make their bread and butter right there.
Facts.
Losing the locker room, you can actually tell the energy they have this week, the Raiders and the players, and the energy they had last week with MCD, that it's a MJD. It's a huge difference in the locker room.
Mark, you could be the coach. It is going to be a different energy. Anything beat
Well,
McDaniel right now. I don't want to hear that shit.
well, no, it's a huge difference when you go
That's
when
like
you
new
go
vagina. They got new vagina right
when
now. You know how that go, dog.
when practice warm-ups go from playing Air Supply to playing straight out of Compton and NWA, you have a whole different culture in that locker room, and that's what the
All right,
players
let
really
me go to
want.
my next question because I know you're gonna keep riding it. Antonio Pierce. I know him as a football player, tough nose. Without you just wishing, I need you to give me facts. I don't want wishing. Is he the right guy right now?
Well, I mean, we have to see if he's the right guy. He's talking a good game, and I like his attitude. I like what the coach in Houston is doing. These former defensive players, these linebackers, with that meanness in their voice and the purpose in what they say in their intonation. I really like these kind of coaches. So I like what he's talking about. I like the GM champ. That was a good GM move right there. Um, we'll see how he coaches and what he demands of not only the quarterback, which they're going with O'Donnell. They sat Jimmy G on the bench, and you can
No,
tell
he's
it's funny.
making moves. He's making moves. I like that.
You sat Jimmy G on the bench, and he needed to sit his ass down on the bench because he's playing. He was playing horrible. I'm
Right,
talking about
right.
Will Levis. He wasn't even playing as good as Will Levis. But I can tell you this: I like the attitude, and the head coach has to have that kind of attitude, especially a Raider head coach. It's interesting they're playing against the Giants. He won a Super Bowl with the Giants come Sunday, but we'll see. We'll see this week how the Raider players respond to their new coach, how they prep the rookie quarterback. He's a rookie quarterback, so he's going to make some mistakes.
I
But
like him though. A little bit I've
this
seen about him. I like he's got poise. I told you that a long time
and
ago.
here's the key right here. It is the right time. The reason why it's the right time, not only because Mark Davis was probably in Spearmint Rhino with a dancer named Cinnamon when he made this call to fire the head coach, but the Raiders are 3-5. Eighth place is 4-3. They're one game out of the wild card. So
Facts.
in order to change the season around and get some new energy in that locker room, because they have the players. You
Right,
have one of
right,
the top running backs and wide receivers in the whole league on your squad. You just got to get them the ball. And you got to get
right.
them the ball in the places where they can make plays. Playmakers make plays. And McDaniel was incapable of doing it. He had an offensive coordinator that wasn't even calling the plays. We just came to find that out. Like, why'd you have a coordinator if he wasn't calling the plays? And we could tell he wasn't calling the plays because look at the plays they were calling. They ran a 1950s offense that my buddy Joe Julian ran it. It wasn't even
Yo,
that kind of offense. And he ran a Bishop on down. Joe Julian's watching right now. Had a better offense in Oakland for a high school football team than the Las Vegas Raiders had last Sunday.
my man, all I gotta say, I mean, it's not no secret. Tom Brady made McDaniel. Tom Brady, I'm not gonna say he made Belichick because Belichick was a great coordinator with the Giants for a lot of years. And I think Belichick is just great. I just think he's a little over the hill. To lose Brady now at this age is a tough come up for an old man. But I think McDaniel, I think he was all Brady. Okay, real quick. I had a question for you. It kind of left. Okay, I keep hearing this name. You got the colors on. Does Jim Harbaugh come to the Raiders? I
Oh,
think he can fit Shaw. I'm going to keep it all the way 100. If there's anybody that could turn the Raiders around, it's tough-nosed Jim Harbaugh, who's been in Frisco, Stanford, and Michigan. Now, if I had to, listen, I fuck with the Raiders. You know I
no.
do the Raiders show, but you're more in the Raiders. You bled Raiders. I bled more Cowboys growing up. My thing is, I think Harbaugh's got the medicine to go in there and start healing that whole process that's going on with the Raiders because it all starts up top. It starts up top and it filters all the way to the bottom. I know you're doing Pierce. I don't want to confuse you. Your mindset's on Pierce. But if you could get Harbaugh, Harbaugh got a situation in Michigan, so that could easily be his ticket out. Would you go after Harbaugh and set him about a 3-4 year contract, or you just run with what you got?
I think, well, we have to see what we have. We don't even know what we have in Antonio Pierce yet. If the Raiders make the playoffs, they need to keep Antonio Pierce as the head coach and not make any moves.
Even if you got a shot to go get Harbaugh.
I mean, it's time
But
for
the
the
window
Raiders.
might be this small.
The window has always been that small for the last 15 years. Has been 7 coaches. So I'm tired of the chemistry experiments, and the chemistry keeps on failing with these kind of coaches. I don't think the Raiders are a Harbaugh kind of team. He needs something a little bit. He needs more of a Kansas City Chief kind of vibe for him to be successful. And I don't know whether he can how he communicates translates into talking to men as opposed to talking to young men. I don't think he has that kind of. I think that's why he went to the college game, because he was having trouble communicating. Even when he had the good teams at the 49ers and Stanford, I don't think he was able to communicate the way he liked, and I think that's why the college game fits him. I put him in the same category as Deion Sanders. I'd rather have, if Deion Sanders wanted to coach the pros, I'd rather have him as head coach of the Raiders than Harbaugh. A good head coach that can manage men and talk to men and inspire men, and then put some good coordinators around him. I think we have that Antonio Pierce. I want the Raiders need a no nonsense coach like Pierce. It's going
I like that.
Put
I
a
like
foot in
that.
somebody's
I like where
ass.
you're going with it.
And has the respect of the meanest dude in the locker room, because he's a mean dude. The meanest dude in the locker room.
Yeah, you need that military shit. Kind of a military kind of set mindset. But Antonio's like that. You don't play hard for him, he'll drag you right off the field.
But has to be respected, though. You can't just be yelling at people like Josh McDaniel and you 5'6".
He won't do it like Mike Singletary did it when he was with the Niners.
Well,
when he called out Davis, he won't do it like that. Pierce is a cool guy. I mean, for the little I watched him on TV, he seems like a guy. If you don't fuck with him, he won't fuck with you.
Yeah, you can't be like Singletary and try to choke a player out. That's not motivating anybody. So
listen. We could talk 2 hours about this real quick. So if Pierce gets the playoffs, you rather, retain Pierce then, right?
They have a great chance to make the playoffs the way the AFC is shaping out. I mean,
answer my question. If he makes the playoffs, you keep him?
I did answer your question. If the Raiders make the playoffs, don't make the same mistake we made 2 years ago and fire the special teams coach that took them to the playoffs and hire McDaniel and not.
Right.
If Pierce makes the playoffs, keep that staff together, build from there.
And if they don't go after Harbaugh, no.
Absolutely not. It would be a Raider mistake to go after Harbaugh after you've had a coach that came on mid-season and put in a whole new culture into your program and took you to the playoffs from a 3-5 start. That would be stupid.
Joel, I appreciate your comments. We got Joel. I think that's your man, right?
Yeah, that's Joel.
I appreciate his comment. I was going to go in on some Harbaugh shit, but we don't have enough time. Okay, so we answered the Raider question. Now let's go to the games of the week. We got to move quick. Time is going. See, time goes fast when you're having fun. And we're having a lot of fun. Let's go to the games of the week real quick. Like I said, we got to skate through this. I know you like to make love to stuff. We don't have time for that. All that love making, we just got to go in and out on some fast shit.
Well, your intro is wasting us time, so let's go.
First game on Sunday morning. Game of the week, if you ask me, Dolphins up in Europe, we got the 6-2 Miami Dolphins versus the 6-2 Kansas City Chiefs. The line is -1.5 for the Chiefs, which I find that line very suspect. Real quick, give us an input of that game, then we'll go to the next game.
I like the game. I like the Miami Dolphins in this game. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I would take the over as 50.5. But the reason why I like the Miami Dolphins over the Chiefs is because they have to travel less. They're on the Eastern Standard Time, and they travel right across the water. So I think that 9:30 a.m. start is going to affect somebody. That's a pretty early game for every team. It's even earlier for the Chiefs. I think they're the Central Time. But we'll see what happens. I think Tyreek Hill's going to go off. The cheetah is going to go off. We saw what happened with the Dolphins last week. I don't think that the Chiefs are going to have the kind of performance they had last week. They underperformed. But it's going to be a high-scoring game. I'm predicting it's going to be like a 35-32 squeaker by the Dolphins.
So I should just put money on the over and collect is what you're telling me, right?
I think it's going to be over. It's going to be fireworks. Especially if Taylor Swift is in Germany, man. Kelsey's going to go off.
Yeah, she's got to be out there. If you find out, let me know. I'll put money on the over. Yeah, real quick. I don't like the line. I think it looks like a sucker line. If I had to make the line personally, I would have made the Chiefs at least 3 points, 3.5. It almost seems like bait to take the Chiefs, but I just don't think that Mahomes and them are going to put out another effort like they just did in Denver. I think you might get the Super Bowl Patrick Mahomes. And if you get the Super Bowl Patrick Mahomes, they're going to win. So I really don't have no opinion, but I might go with, I like points. I might go with that. Let's go to game number 2 at Baltimore, Maryland. The 5-2 Seattle Seahawks versus the 6-2 Baltimore Ravens. This is going to be an intriguing game real fast.
I got the Ravens at home on this easy.
5.5.
Traveling
5.5.
Traveling across country. Lamar Jackson is starting to hit a stride. The team is starting to play around Lamar. He's so poised under pressure. Now the game is slowed down to him. I love the way he's playing, even though they were really the criticism of him early on was not constructive because he's playing ball. Receivers are dropping passes. Play calling has been horrendous. He's been playing. He's having a damn near MVP season right now. So the team is starting to finally catch up to that. Seahawks had a good game last week, but I think they're gonna falter. I think it's going to be one of those things. West Coast traveling to East Coast, playing that 3 hours early. That's not a good thing. So I got the Ravens in that. But I think actually they might win by a touchdown or more.
Oh, okay. I kind of think it's going to be a close game. Maybe Ravens get them by a field goal, maybe a little more. Like you said, Lamar's been playing through the roof, got 5 good receivers, got a good tight end, got the running game going. He can run the ball. The defense is making stops. As a matter of fact, I might put a future that they come out the AFC because I might get good money on that. Might not happen, but I like my chances. So it's going to be a good game in Baltimore. Y'all guys enjoy the game. Let's go to game number 3. We're going to Cincinnati. 5-3 Buffalo Bills versus the 4-3 Bengals. You see what the Bengals did in San Francisco.
What I tell you? Joe
Burrow. Good call on that. Listen, you know I keep it 100. I lost that game, and I lost a lot of money. I just had Frisco money line. I didn't have the points.
You didn't listen.
But listen. Once I seen Purdy in there, that's what made me make the move. If I would have seen Donald in there, I would have left it alone. I like Donald, but I don't think he was ready for that kind of game. But I seen Purdy in there. I was like, they're going to win this game. And Cincinnati outplayed them at San Francisco. Salute to Joe Burrow and company. Nip it quick because we got to move quick. I got to get exit here.
Got you. I got Joe Burrow. Don't bet
minus
against Joe Cool.
Minus 1.5.
Joe Burrow. Like I said last week, I said the Bengals are going to beat the 49ers because of Joe Burrow. You keep Joe Burrow upright, he's an MVP in the game. You got to keep him upright. And
I love Joe Burrow. When Joe Burrow's right, he's as good. And you seen he was running the ball. He was pointing that first down. Joe Burrow's back, dog. That's all I got to say.
Absolutely. And Josh,
that calf shit is out the window.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Josh Allen's going to throw a couple interceptions. That's guaranteed.
Yeah, and this is the remake game of last year when the young brother almost passed away.
That's right.
So this is the same game. They replaying this game. God bless him and his family. And hopefully we have a nice, clean game. I agree with you. I think Cincinnati finds a way. Let's go to Philadelphia. 5-2 Dallas Cowboys versus the 7-1 Philadelphia Eagles. Real fast.
Well, I like Jalen Hurts. Like we talked about him last week. I got the Philadelphia Eagles over the Dallas Cowboys. I think Dak is up and down. He plays like Antonio Davis on the Lakers. He's up and down. He had a good game last week. He's going to have a bad game this week. I got Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles edging out the Dallas Cowboys. It's going to be like for 3 hours on that other talk show on ESPN that is rated just below Al York Sports Show.
Listen, I'm just going to stay quiet. I know how my Cowboys are built. I don't like this situation. Let's move on. You got the 2-6 G-Man versus the 3-5 Raiders. Raiders minus 1.5, real fast.
Go Raiders. Go Raiders. Go Raiders,
I'm going to leave it like that. And I think Don's might start. I like if Tyrod Taylor was started, I would have loved the G-Man. But if it's DeVito or Dimes, I think I like the Raiders in this contest. And last but not least, the 3-4 Chargers versus the 4-3 New York Football Jets. Jets are plus 3.5 on Monday Night Football. Real quick.
Jets, Jets.
Yep.
Go
I like
Jets.
them with the points.
I don't really like it's AFC, but I'll take the AFC East over the AFC West opponent any day of the week. Go Jets. And back to the Raiders real quick to fit that in. If they keep the ground game going, I think the running back's going to have – I think the Raiders are going to have over 200 yards in rushing. That's going to be the key to beating the Giants. Here, the Chargers they play so erratic, man. You never know what the Chargers – you can't bet on the Chargers. the Jets actually looked pretty good with that. With
I don't know what you mean. I had everything on the Chargers last week, but they were playing the Bears.
they
But
played
I mean,
the
I had the
Bears, man.
point
Come on.
spread, the money line. I had all kind of shit with them. Contest bet. I had everything Chargers, and they delivered. It was a one-way traffic, like my man said. One-way traffic means
Jets,
it went one way.
Jets.
Yeah, but I agree with you with that. Yo, Marcus Guillory, a pleasure as always. If my man X can't get on, I would love to bring you back in. Great work. I see you was prepared. Long as you like that, you're going to keep hearing from me. I don't like people unprepared. I'm going to be like Antonio Pierre. I'm going to be nice about it. But if you're unprepared, you're going to sit down on the bench.
You'll never catch me unprepared. Go Arizona State versus Utah. Thanks a lot, Al York Sports
My
Show.
brother,
hey, what's up, everybody?
Great job, Mark.
Take care.
Great job.
Take care, everybody.
Okay, brother. Mark Guillory, baby. MG Raider. That's my guy right there. X-Man, where you at? Let's go. I'm sorry, X. We got carried away. We was hitting, man. Mark was on his shit. You know how that go. Mark bring his A game. Let's get the X-Man, the hater in the building. X-Man, what's up, baby?
What's up, brother?
I know you there like, Al, don't forget me, please.
Oh, nah. Listen, I was watching everything, man. MG Raider, that's a smart man, brother, picking the Jets. I like the guy.
I love the Jets. You see, I got the Jets.
Like
you see, I got one of the Jet colors on, the green and black shit.
He's a smart man, brother. Go with the Jets, brother. He's a smart man.
Okay, listen, let's jump real quick because I still got the free play segment, and then I got to do the wheels. So I got 18 minutes to get all that done. So I got to at least get 5 minutes with you, and I'm going to go to the topic you want to talk to about most, the World Series, 4-1 Rangers, taking nothing away for the Texas Rangers, who haven't won since 1961. They did what they had to do. I'm not going to knock them. You can only play who's in front of you. So you cannot knock them. But everybody and their mother know the fighting Phil should have been there. And if the Phillies would have been there, I know if it was a split, I get it. But I think the Phillies could at least took them 7, and that could have went either way. But Phillies choked against Arizona, and then Arizona lost that huge game 1, which I thought was the series, because if they could have won game 1 and game 2, even getting swept at home, you could have went back to Texas and tried to sweep them back. And the pitching was lined up for that shit, too.
Perfectly.
So your take on the series, 4-1 Rangers, world champions, what do you got to say? Oh, before I forget, it was the lowest 4 classic ever to be watched, ever. And I knew it. Once the Phillies didn't make it, I knew it wasn't going to draw the attention of the viewers. But it takes nothing away from the Rangers. I promise you, I'm not taking nothing away from them. Yeah, holla at me.
I'm not taking nothing away. Listen, they earned it. They
Facts.
earned it. 11-0 on the road in the postseason. Never done before, and it won't be done again.
And they beat everybody.
And
they went to Houston and took 4. So nobody can say, yo, Arizona was lower than them. Houston Astros, a championship team. Me and you said they fit a dynasty. They went over there and swept them every game in Houston.
Listen, they started in Tampa. They went to Baltimore. And then Houston, same thing as Philadelphia, went home and choked away the series up 3-2. So well-earned, well-deserved by Texas. I said I did pick them in 6. They won in 5. What's one game? Who cares?
Right.
You know, they had the hitting. Adolis Garcia, if he didn't get hurt, he probably would have been the MVP of this series. And I agree with you. That game 1 win for them was huge. You got the grand slam. You got the Corey Seager homer that tied the game in the 9th. Adolis Garcia in the 11th. That took a lot out of Arizona. Even though they won game 2, that was it. They did what they had to do on the road.
Yeah, that was ball game. If Arizona had any chance, they had to get those 2 games in Texas.
They at least had to get game 1 with the ace on the mound.
Yep.
They had to at least get game 1.
And they had that game and blew it late in the 9th inning, thanks to Corey Seager, the MVP. And I'm a little upset because the Yankees made a good run at him, but Texas' bag was bigger, so he went with the bag. You know what I mean? I think it was about $40 million more, and I'm not mad at him. I mean, $40 million is a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
Built the right way. They built through the system.
Yeah.
They built through their farm system. They made some key trades like Adolis Garcia, and they got some key free agents in there with some veterans and some young players. So they did the right thing. Bruce Bochy was the right manager for that team.
There you
He got
go.
them focused,
There you go.
and they did what they had to. Listen, they chose to win.
Bochy was perfect because he won before.
Yeah.
And he's one of those coaches, like in the NBA, guys that won chips. They just set the players up in the best possible way to win, and that's all they do.
Hey, Bruce Bochy is one of, I believe, is 6 managers with 4 championship rings. One of only 6 managers with 4 World Series
and 3
rings.
different teams, right?
And 3 different teams to
yeah,
take.
because he won a couple with Frisco.
He won 3 with Frisco, 1 with Texas, but he also took the Padres to the World Series in '99 against the Yankees.
Right. But my Yankees beat him. Why you don't say that part?
Yes.
Say
Why
that
should
part,
I say that part?
motherfucker.
That's not necessary, bro. That's not necessary, okay?
Anyway, listen, salute to the Texas Rangers. My little bro,
big time salute. Corey Seager, one of only 4 players to win multiple MVPs with 2 different teams. Reggie Jackson did it.
Yeah, it was him and Reggie. Only him and Reggie, not multiple players.
Reggie, but then
only him and Reggie did that.
Bob Gibson that also won 2 World Series MVPs. But him and Reggie Jackson are the only players to win World Series MVP with 2 different teams.
Exactly.
So that's a rare accomplishment.
That is a rare, and that's why Corey Seager, I loved him out of LA Dodgers.
Yeah.
But he gets hurt a lot. He's very injury prone.
Made a big mistake by letting him
yeah,
go.
but you know what? When you injury prone, you're scared to give the bag out. He's been injury prone. Now he's, even this year he was out for a while. But you know what? He was there when it counted.
That's all you need him
for. He was there when it counted.
So
you know what? My hat's off to Corey Seager.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Big time salute
listen,
to the Rangers.
Damn, I don't even know if I got time. Listen, 2 minutes.
Like, man,
cut it. You want to go to another subject? Cut it out. You the New York Yankees. I'm going to make this no longer than 2 minutes because I got to do the free plays and the spinoff. You the New York Yankees. I know we need to address a lot of shit. I get it. But there's 2 names that keep coming up, and we need a lefty bat in that short right field porch stadium. Either of these guys will have monster years in New York if we're able to retain one of these 2 guys. One of them is Juan Soto, 275, 35 home runs, 109 RBIs, 3-time All-Star, 2019 championship winner with the Nationals. Soto will have a fucking killer season in New York. Or Corey Bellinger, 307, 26 home runs, 97 RBIs, won Rookie of the Year, MVP, National League Championship Series MVP, had a couple bad years. That's why the Dodgers let him go, but he rediscovered his swing. So Bellinger's a beast. You're the Yankees. Which one would you go after? Because you can't get both unless you unload Stanton and all that. And I don't think that's going to happen. Nobody's going to take on that contract. No. But if you could get one of these 2, we know we got pitching. They just haven't been healthy, X. They should be healthy next year, all at the same time. Who would you rather have in New York if you're the Yankees, Bellinger or Soto?
Remember, Bellinger's dad played for the Yankees in the 90s. Remember that. So he has Yankee ties. But I'm going with Juan Soto. Why? Soto's younger. Soto's more durable. Remember, Cody Bellinger has had a lot of injuries up until this year. So I would go with the younger bat, Juan Soto, who has a natural swing for Yankee Stadium, and you don't have to move Aaron Judge out of right because Soto can play left. Bellinger can play everywhere in the outfield also. But I'm taking the guy who's always healthy, and that's Juan Soto.
We got to make this happen. I know people are going to say pitching. I get it because we never had our whole staff. But I think we got pitching. We probably got to go get another arm. You can never have enough arms. But if we could get one of these lefties in that lineup, Rizzo is okay, but Rizzo's getting older. He don't have that pop that we need. These guys got that pop. They got that, not that Aaron Judge pop, but they right there close to Aaron Judge. And you're going to have to get one of these guys.
You put Juan Soto in that lineup, batting left-handed in Yankee Stadium, he hits 40, 45 homers easily.
Because they're going to pitch to him because of the people behind him.
Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly.
X-Man, I got to let you go.
No problem, bro.
Great job. Problem. Listen, I apologize for the less time. That me and MG were rolling. We were rolling like the Globetrotters, baby.
Fun, man. I enjoyed it, brother.
But I got you in. All that matters, I get you in.
He is a smart man, brother. That makes him a genius, brother.
Okay, brother. Let's go. Jets Just.
There
I
you
got him
go,
Monday
brother.
night with the
There you
points.
go.
Let's get him.
I got you, brother. Hey, I think the Cowboys pull it off this
Oh,
weekend.
Listen,
I think so.
disappear, man.
But thank you for having me on, brother. I appreciate it. We'll talk later.
X-Man in the building, baby.
All right, brother.
Okay,
Thank you.
guys. Great job on my team today. And they always give their full effort. These guys really do their thing, man. And I'm very excited because, it's good to know that you got people you can depend on to bring that heat for y'all, because when you ain't got that heat, I hate eating my food cold, man. I don't know about y'all, but I hate eating my food cold. You get that heat going, the food's nice and hot, everybody happy, everybody eat, man. Okay, let's go real quick to the free plays. Yeah, damn, what did I do with the free play? Hold up, guys. I thought I had it right there. Give me a minute. Okay, here we go. I got it. Okay, I got a new guy, coast to coast Mike, doing construction in this business. Don't really got no time. So let me go to my man that I just bring on the team. His name is Nick Nochi, like the actor Nick Nochi. Is weird, but I call him B Rabbit. B Rabbit, this kid be flying around. Every time you see him, he's flying around. B Rabbit, real quick, his first game for this Sunday. He likes the Green Bay Packers -3 over the Rams. I'm going to just skim through them. Game 2, he likes Miami Dolphins +2 versus the Kansas City Chiefs up in Europe. And last but not least, he likes the Philadelphia Eagles -3 versus my Dallas Cowboys, which might happen. Let me go to Noah Parker, a.k.a. the secret weapon. He likes Oklahoma State Beavers -13.5 versus Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes. It's a big line. I know a lot of people are going to think the Buffaloes are going to do their thing, but the Beavers are a really good team, man. And you're going to see tomorrow. Game number 2, he likes Virginia Cavaliers -1.5 versus Georgia Tech. And his third game, he likes Northwestern +5.5 versus Iowa. Iowa don't give up points, but they don't really score points. So if Northwestern at home could put up some points, they should be able to cover that 5.5. Now let me go to my free picks of the week. I'm going to start with the Indianapolis Colts -2 versus the Panthers. If you got 2.5, run with it. Panthers won a Super Bowl game last week. They come back down to earth. Colts been losing 2 games. They could have won. Colts are a team that wants to make the playoffs. I see the Colts prevailing in this game. But my second pick is a 2-team money line. I like the Atlanta Falcons, who I said I wouldn't touch no more, but I like the fact that Taylor Heineke is the quarterback, not the young boy Ritter, who's not ready, who telegraphs pass. Heineke's the guy that almost beat Tom Brady in the playoffs and gave Jalen Hurts his first loss at Philadelphia last year. So I like the Atlanta Falcons money line over the Vikings, who have basically Joshua Dobbs and Hall, no Kirk Cousins. I like Atlanta money line with the Cleveland Browns money line. You tie that together, -116, 116 to win 100, $1,116 to win 1,000. So it's only -116. My 2-team 6-point teaser, then we're going to do the spinoff. First teaser, I like the New Orleans Saints at Who Dat Nation. Mark Guillory's going to appreciate this versus the Chicago Bears with that Badgett guy that they got video on. We're going to bring that 8 down to a -2. Some places 7.5, so you could bring it -1.5. 6-point teaser. And the back end of that ticket, I like the New York Football Jets from 3.5 up to 9.5. And I think that's going to be less than a touchdown game. I think the Jets are going to play. I don't know if they're going to win, but I love them with the 6-point teaser. So there go your free plays. Do what you got to do. Make that money. Let's start the giveaway now. Good luck to everybody. And before I start the giveaway, let me make it clear. Hold up. I got a little paper here. B4 got 8 wins. Ghost got 8 wins. Seth's got 8 wins. Autumn got 6 wins. Keith Vega 5. Sinbad 4. Let the best person win. Let me put this track and we ready to go, guys. Yeah, I do everything, man. I'm the everything guy, man. Let's get it, baby. Here we go, baby. Giveaway 1, round 4. 1, 1, round 4, let the best person win. 1 through 20. You got the summary after this, so don't go nowhere, guys. You gotta marinate this, baby. Make sure all the chicken get marinated. Let me put it here so everybody can see what's going on. On my go, I don't say it's good, it's no bueno. On my go, it's been very interesting. 3 guys got 8 wins. First to 10 wins the chicken. Y'all know how this goes. If it comes out without me saying it, it's no place. Here we go. Giveaway one winner on 11/3/2023 is don't play. 2 balls came out. Don't play. I don't know what numbers they are. I'm hiding them. Number 1 ball we're looking for, not 2. That was my bad. 1 ball, not 2. Here we go. Winner is giveaway 1. Nope. Here we go. We got a winner. It was stuck in the muff. Let me show you the muff right here. So when I spin it around again, it drops down. So here go the winner. Giveaway 1, round 4. Number 17. Number 17. That's my boy Allen, New York Jet guy. Wow. I have to make a big bet on the Jets this week. This is a diehard Jet fan. Allen hasn't won in a while. Salute to Allen. Major salute. Let's go right now to giveaway 2. Yeah, Allen didn't win in a while, guys. It's good to get fresh winners. Because every time the same people win, like people like my boy Rookie. Rookie be thinking this shit is fixed. The Rookie, this ain't fixed, bro. I don't do that shit. Hold on, let me bring this back. Okay, here we go. Let me do this quick, and I know nobody just want to be looking at me. Let's get the game going. 21 through 40. If I'm speeding, it's because I'm trying to rush, guys. I'm trying to beat that hour, too. I got 2 minutes to beat that hour. I don't think I'm going to do it. 21 through 40. Let the best person win. We got Allen. I call him Allen, New York Jets. Wins giveaway 1. Let's marinate it. Let's marinate it. On my go. Here we go. Here we go. Giveaway 2, round 4. Winner is. Got 1 more. I know you see it. The winner. Giveaway 2, round 4 is 31. 31. Give me a minute, guys. I don't have it on the sheet. I didn't mark that number, so let me just go to, hold up. Give me a minute. 31 would be Felix Jacino. Because when I send out the available numbers, I just went into Benny Bellado's joint. Felix Jacino, I forgot to put on the paper. If you look at it, you see I left 31 empty. Let me put it close so y'all can see it. 31 I left empty, but I do got it here. Felix Jacino is your winner. Another guy who hasn't won in a while. Played one number. His odds of winning are like 5%, and he did it. Summary. Yeah, here we go. God damn. It's hard to do everything yourself, guys. Let's go to the summary. Marcus Guillory came to bat up today. Wasn't playing no games. We tapped up on games of the week. We tapped up on the Las Vegas Raiders. A lot of things going on in Raiderland. Antonio Pierce is not a miracle worker, but what he's got to first fix on that team, he's got to get these grown-ass men to respect that they in the NFL and, and start paying more, mind to detail. Josh McDaniel, bad coach, lost that team a long time ago. Antonio Pierce ain't going to play that. He might not be great with X and O's, but he will get those guys to play hard. I heard Devontae Adams say he'll run through a wall for him. So let's see how they play. I like them this week against the G-Man because I don't like dimes. Also hit on the game yesterday night in Heinz Field as the Pittsburgh Steelers defeated the Tennessee Titans 20-16. X-Man came in, broke down the World Series, broke down the Rangers, the whole Rangers situation, the Corey Bellinger, Juan Soto, who the Yankees are going to grab. Me personally, I want one of them. We lost the fact of trying to get Corey Seager, who would have killed that show. You've seen all them deep home runs he hit, playoffs, World Series. Fly balls to be home runs in Yankee Stadium. You don't even got to hit them that hard. And Juan Soto and Corey Bellinger, those are two guys that could do basically similar things to Corey Seager. We got to get one of those two guys. We got to improve our team, and then we got to get rid of the cancer on the Yankees. Whoever's a cancer, we got to get rid of them. And last but not least, thank you guys for continuing to tune in. 8 years doing this. You guys give me the ability to want to do this, the inspiration, the motivation. When I start feeling like you guys ain't feeling it no more, then I'll probably hang it up, man. But as long as you guys make me, express myself to the best of my ability, I'm going to give y'all facts, man. This is what I do. I got 40 years of this shit. That's why when I tell y'all, put me up against, Stephen A., put me up against Coward, I'm not fronting. I'm not here fucking, what's that shit? I'm not capping. Like, it's all here. Like, why would I cap? It's all here. 40 years. I mean, people who know me know when you sit down with me, the shit I'll be bringing up is all here because as a kid, I watched these games. Even when I was in the streets, wilding out, smoking, I will always do the ESPN. Like, I always was around sports. I never gave up on sports like a lot of my friends did when they were younger. And when they got older, I would mention sports to them, like, yo, Al, I don't watch sports no more. I never gave up on sports. Always my life. People that know me know I ain't lying. I could be fighting in clubs, whatever. Always watch sports. In prison, watch sports. No matter what I do, I play sports. But I'm trying to say is when you love what you do, it's a beautiful thing, man. And with that, Al, your sports, the raw truth. Let's get the 2024 joints. We a month away, dog. Not a month away, actually 2 months away. But I can't believe how fast this came about. And like I told y'all and my, on the comment of the day, message of the day, if it looks and sounds too good, then that means it ain't good. If it looks and sounds too good, that means it ain't good. Don't go for no Ponzi schemes. Don't go for your man saying, yo, if you put this money here, 3,000, we'll give you a flip of 5,000. Listen, man, if life was that easy, everybody would get money, man. A lot of people struggling right now. The only ones that are getting it is the ones that got it already. Shaq, Jay-Z, all these billionaires, you know what I'm saying? They just continue to get richer. 50 and them, you can put 50 and them, Eminem in there. The guys that didn't make it there, life gets harder for us. While they get all the money, they squeezing all the money out this earth while we getting the motherfucking crumbs, man, until one of us could break through. And then when we break through, we be where they at. But right now, it ain't what it is. So like I said, if it looks and sounds too good, leave this shit alone because you're going to get jerked, man. Al York Sports, love y'all, man.